Alrighty, we are back for UFC Australia predictions. Before we get into the picks, make sure you guys like, comment, share. Really helps out the algorithm. And again, if you guys are interested in the shirts, I have a shirt right here. Comes in this plastic. Comes with your size and how to wash a tee. So DM me. Let me know if you're interested in the shirts. As always, there's a shirt right there. Wow, I'm loving this artwork. Again, thank you, baby. This is awesome. Shout out my queen for all this artwork. So awesome. Alrighty, let's get right into the picks. For the first fight, we have Cody Steele versus Dom Marfan. Um, Getting straight into it. I'm gonna go with Cody Steele. I think his boxing is really good. He has very quick hands. Dom Marfan, I think he's gonna really depend on the getting his opponent to the ground, and I don't know if he could get Cody Steele to the ground. I think his anti-grappling is gonna be there for this fight, and Cody Steele is gonna get his first UFC win. So give me Cody Steele. Alrighty, moving on quickly. We got Jonathan McKellar versus Themba Gorimbo. I've been on McKillop all week. I have a weird feeling in this fight. I don't know why about Garimbo. But give me Jonathan McKelliff. I think his kickbox. I really like his kicks. He has amazing kicks to the body, and he throws a pretty heavy head kick. So I think again Themba Garimbo. He's gonna kind of. I don't think his striking is gonna be there with McKillop. I think McKillop's gonna be right there in his face and keep coming forward. And if Themba Garimbo tries to wrestle McKillop, the jujitsu's there too. So, um, yeah, I have a weird feeling on this fight. I'm gonna go McKillop though. But I could see Themba pulling it off if he could get Jonathan down pretty easily. But yeah, give me McKillop. Alrighty, moving on to the next fight. We got Wes Schultz versus Ben Johnson. Um, Wes Schultz, he had two contender series to get into the UFC, and I think he's still looking for his UFC win. Um, I don't rate his striking. It's decent, I guess. He has decent jujitsu, so as long as Ben Johnson can avoid staying on the ground, I'm gonna go Ben Johnson. I didn't like the what I saw on tape from him all week. I didn't like most of it, but he has decent kicks. Um, and Ben Johnson, he has decent jujitsu, so I'm gonna go to the hometown guy in this fight. Uh, yeah, that's a rough fight. Sorry about that. All right, moving on to the next fight. We got Kobe Thickness, Alexander Volkanovski's guy, versus Vince Morales. Um, Kobe, he's fought some good guys in his last few fights. He's still young, so I think he still has time to improve. Vince Morales, he's a vet, so he's been through it all, and he's kind of riding a skid right now. But if you look at the skid, it's against very good guys. He fought Raul recently. Yeah, I think he after that he fought or before that he fought Elijah Smith. So he's fighting really good guys during that skid. So I think I'm gonna go Vince Morales on this fight against the hometown guy. Um, that's what you got to be careful with these foreign cards, these cards that are in their hometown. It's for one, the elevation is going to be crazy, especially in Australia. Um, yeah, we're going to see fighters gas out pretty quickly. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, I'm gonna go Vince Morales over Kobe Thickness. I think his scrambles on the ground and Kobe's gonna depend on his on getting Vince to the ground, and as long as Vince can avoid that and involve his striking into the game, I think because I don't rate Kobe's striking at all. So yeah, give me Vince Morales in this fight. All right, moving on. We got Jacob Malkoon versus Gerald Mearshart. Gerald's getting up there. I doubt this is his retirement fight in Australia, especially. But I have a feeling it's getting up there. I'm gonna go Jacob Malkoon, obviously. I really like Malkoon. I really enjoy his fights. I've watched most of his fights. I couldn't believe his disqualification against Brundage. That was ridiculous. I Yeah. If anyone knows me, I don't rate Brundage at all. So anytime Brundage fights, I go the opposite. So yeah, but give me Jacob Malkoon in that fight. Ooh, okay. Junior Tafa versus Kevin Christian. And I remember this Christian guy. I don't know how he got in the UFC. He's very slow. His kickboxing is very mid tier, I guess. Junior Tafa, he hits like a truck. And he's not in heavyweight division anymore. I don't think that was the right division for him. He's in the light heavyweight division now. So he's putting in the cardio. Um, I'm not saying he's gonna have cardio, but yeah, give me Junior Tafa though. I think he pulls off this win and probably gets the knockout. Alrighty, moving on. We got Cam Rouston versus Robert Brischek. Give me Cam Rouston. I really like Cam Rouston. He trains with City Kickboxing, I'm pretty sure. I really like his kickboxing and I like his takedowns. You don't see that out of that gym, especially in City Kickboxing. I really like Cam Rouston's control time when he's on top. And I think we're gonna see that in this fight. I think he involves his wrestling. Those kicks are gonna be there to the body. Those body kicks to Robert, it's gonna destroy his body and his cardio. Yeah, I can't wait for this fight. Give me Cam. All right, moving on. We got Tai Tuivasa versus Louis Sutherland. Now, let me know in the comments if I'm wrong, but I've heard that this is Tai Tuivasa's retirement fight, and anyone who's been watching recently, he's on a huge skid currently. Uh, but it's against top fighters in the heavyweight division, so he's fighting the good competition. This is definitely his worst competition he's fought in years. So, give me Tai Tuivasa to possibly retire on a dub. He deserves it. He's a huge fan favorite for years. So yeah, I would love to see that. Give me Tai Tuivasa. All right, Shamil Ghazi versus Brando Pircic. Give me Brando Pircic. I've been going back and forth with this one, kinda. Um, I know Ghazi kind of has trouble with his cardio. I'm not sure if this fight even goes to the judges. I won't even lie. I can see Brando just wrestling. I really like Brando. I like his pressure. He's another guy who trains at City Kickboxing as well and has that amazing wrestling. Um, but yeah, I've been kind of going back and forth with this. I'm gonna go Brando though. I think Gaziv, his cardio is horrible, and then I think once that jaw gets touched, it's lights out. I like Gaziv, but I think he's up there in age, and he joined the UFC too late. So yeah, give me Brando Percic. All right, we got a late add-in. This was just added in a few days ago, recently. We got Marwan Rahiki versus Ali Schmidt. Give me Marwan. Give me Marwan. I think this kid is good. This kid is good. He just needs to get better at the striking defense and obviously probably his uh, anti grappling. But yeah, I Rahiki's kickboxing is insane. This kid hits like a truck as well. Um, I don't know too much about this Ali kid. If you guys could let me know, I know this is his hometown, so I know they had to find a super late replacement. So, yeah, give me Rahiki. I think he possibly finds a finish in this fight. All right, moving on. We got Tim Elliott versus Steve Urseg. This is a pretty cool fight. I like this fight. Tim Elliott, he's getting up there in age. Um, but his last 8 fights, he's won 6 of them. So he's on a tear right now. He's saying the age doesn't matter. He's proving that. Steve Urseg, I know he's fought some good competition recently. I know he just ended his little 3-fight skid against Ode Osborne. A lot of people didn't have him winning that fight. I rewatched it. I had him winning. Um, but yeah, in this fight, give me Tim Elliott. I'm going Tim Elliott. I think his striking, and I think he's gonna be way quicker than Urseg. I think Urseg is possibly gonna try to wrestle, and I do not think that's gonna be good for Tim Elliott or for Steve Urseg. I think Tim Elliott is. I mean, I've seen in an interview recently that he's gonna avoid the wrestling and he's just gonna be striking. So he changed up his fight camp for this fight too. So yeah, I expect a lot of volume in this fight from both fighters. But yeah, give me Tim Elliott. All right, moving on to co-main event. We got Beneil Dariush versus Quinlan Salkeld. I'm going Salkeld all day. This kid's the real deal. They're obviously trying to not fast track him, but get him in the right direction. And beating Dariush is in the right direction right there. That's a great name to have on the resume. I really rate Quinlan Salkeld. He's very good. Um, I like his wrestling. I really like his boxing. Yeah, give me Quinlan Salkeld, and I could see him getting the finish. Alrighty, for the main event, this is an absolute banger. This is one of my favorite fights of the year. We got JDM Jack Della Maddalena versus Carlos Prates. I'll just gonna be quick and easy with this one. I'm going Carlos Prates. I think his distance striking is gonna be there all day. I think Jack Della Maddalena is gonna have trouble finding Carlos Prates. Uh, I really really like both fighters' kicks, low kicks. They have nasty leg kicks. Just think Maddalena is not going to be able to find Prates as well as others think, as well as he thinks, I guess. Uh, I Carlos Prates, he hits so hard. He hits so hard. And I think once he finds that flush straight left with Jack's face, I don't think it's going to be lights out because Jack, let's be real, he could take a hit, but I mean, look at that nose. But yeah, give me Carlos Prates to pull off the win in Jack's hometown. Absolutely crazy fight. Again, I'll go over the picks. I'm going Cody Steele, Jonathan McKelliff, Ben Johnson, Vince Morales, Jacob Malkoon. Sorry about that. Junior Taffa, Cam Ralston, Tai Tuivasa, Brando Pericic, Marwan Rahiki, Tim Elliott, Quinlan Salkeld, and Carlos Prates. Absolute firefights. Australia always puts on such a banger. I love when they go to Australia. I don't like how early they are. It's at 1 a.m. So absolutely crazy. Um, let's see. For the knockout alert of the week, I think we gotta go. We gotta go the Shamil Ghazi versus Brando Pericic. That's the knockout alert of the week, boys. That's an absolute firefight. I can't wait to see that fight. I think both fighters hit like a truck. So, and it's the heavyweight division. Let's see it. That division's been on a streak lately. So let's see the streak keep going. For a banger of the week, I'm gonna go Cam Ralston versus Robert Britchek. I think that's the banger of the week, boys. Cam Ralston, he's such a good fighter. I really like Cam Ralston. Watch those kicks this fight. Watch for the fight IQ. I really like Cam. I think if he involves that wrestling, he's gonna dominate Robert in this fight. But yeah, that's the banger of the week. I really like that fight. Alrighty, so that's it for the picks. That's it for UFC Australia. Um, let's kick some ass this week. I hope you guys do good on your picks, and I hope you guys have a great time and have a blessed day. Peace.